Yes, folks, New Zealand is fundamentally a racist country. America is fundamentally a racist country, or at least that is what the left keep telling us on a daily basis. Now, today I want to start this off with a simple question. Do you see more accusations of racism in the media today than you did, say, 20 or 30 years ago? Well, of course you do. Now, the left have been pushing this anti-racism mantra for decades now. So why isn't it going down? Why is it increasing? Well, don't be fooled, folks. Nothing has changed. It is not increasing. The left simply go around in search of it, to manufacture it, to keep it alive, to divide us. Now have a look at this from the Maori protest in Auckland just yesterday.
Here we go. Hello. These pink shits again. An officer stoic in the face of abuse. Another copping it for his ethnicity. Here's another foreigner occupying our whenua in Aotearoa, and they're not even letting us on our own. Back to your own country.
Go back to your own country, she said. Now, Jacinda Ardern media call that racism. But folks, that wasn't racism at all. That was simply a natural reaction to the forced immigration of the wrong people into New Zealand, people that are alien to us. Now let's go to America, to Tucker Carlson, and see how the left in America use racism to divide.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. Gun control saves lives. That's what they're telling you day and night on CNN. In fact, they're having a town hall meeting tomorrow to tell you some more. Anyone who opposes gun control, they'll tell you, by implication, if not directly, is a bad person, a callous, cruel, probably violent person, someone who doesn't care about the safety of others. Well, last night, a group of progressive activists took that very message to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's home. Here's what they said.
We're at McConnell's house. This think he's about to get some rest. Not if the children that you're kidnapping can't get any rest. Not if families who are getting murdered can't get any rest. Mitch! He's in there nursing his little broken arm. He should have broke his little raggedy, wrinkled ass neck. Murder, turtle! Murder, turtle! Just stab the motherfucker in the heart.
Stab him in the heart, break his neck. That's the left's message for Mitch McConnell. They're totally opposed to violence, and that's why they want to kill Mitch McConnell. If you're confused, you haven't been paying much attention lately. Almost everything the left says these days is projection. In almost every single case, they accuse you of exactly what they're doing.
And that's happening in New Zealand as well.
And this week was no different. In the wake of two horrifying mass shootings, they've been telling us the president is a hater. He's using race to divide us, they scream. It's wrong. Well, they're right about the second part. It's definitely wrong. But using race to divide us, that's a core tenet of the left.
Yes.
Identity politics is the process of dividing people on the basis of immutable characteristics, factors they can't control.
Exactly.
And that's what the Democratic Party is at this point. It's an identity politics party.
And that's exactly what we have in New Zealand at the moment. Jacinda Ardern is dividing up our nation into identity tribes, simply because a divided country is easier to control.
They promise some Americans reparations. They denounce others for their skin color. They call it privilege. The entire country, they'll tell you, is fundamentally racist and therefore evil.
This country was founded on white supremacy, and every single institution...
That's absolutely disgusting.
...and structure that we have in our country still reflects the legacy of slavery and segregation and Jim Crow and suppression, even in our democracy.
We can't be blind to the impact of generations of racism and white supremacy that were written into our laws over centuries.
So I'll just fast forward a bit.
They're saying that. It's disgusting. Dividing us? Oh, yes, they're dividing us. Or how about our thousands of ICE agents working to enforce laws that the Congress passed? The Congress passes the laws and then hires people and doesn't pay them all that much to enforce their laws. Now Democrats are calling those people Nazis. Good people doing a thankless job that we need to have done, only to have some pampered moron like Ocasio-Cortez savage them for political reasons. None of this is new, by the way. 3 years ago, you remember, Hillary Clinton ran an entire presidential campaign on this premise, attacking the country itself and its people as immoral bigots.
You could put half of Trump's supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
The basket of deplorables. Now, folks, just imagine if you were a Trump supporter at the time. How would those words make you feel? Not exactly unifying, are they?
Racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
Ah, so where have you heard those kind of words before? Yes, it's exactly the same language that spews out the mouths of Jacinda Ardern and the entire left wing in New Zealand. Yes, folks, words like racism and sexism, etc., are not designed to stop racism and sexism. They are designed to increase racism and sexism, etc. They are designed for the sole purpose of dividing nations and silencing people.